Okay, in this video, let's create another program. It's a game, a number guessing game. So the way this game will work is it generates a random number between 1 to 100. And you as a user will keep guessing the number until you get it right. And also the program should give the hints. Maybe it is too low or too high. Okay. And one more very important thing, if the user enters anything other than a number, it should catch the error and ask again. So it's actually a way of handling the errors. Okay, so that is very important. Now, when the user guesses the number correctly, it should display the number of attempts taken. Okay, if you guessed it in first attempt, then it will say you guessed it in the first attempt or third attempt or 10th or 20th. Okay, so it is like that. Let's try to make this game. Okay, so the first thing is the program generates a random number. Okay, so we have the inbuilt module in Python that's called random. Okay, we have to first import that random module. Okay, now we will create a function to guess the number. Okay, so let's create a function. We will name it as number guessing. Maybe you can say number guessing game. So this is a user defined function. You can name it anything. All right. So first, as soon as you run the game, it should show you some instruction. Maybe first of all, we will say, we'll welcome the user. Welcome to the number guessing game. Welcome to the number guessing game. And also we will we'll give one instruction to the user, and I'll say, this is computer saying, right? So computer is saying I have selected a number between 1 and 100. Try to guess it. Okay, perfect. So now we are done with the printing the welcome and instruction. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll generate a random number. Okay, so we will say this is a secret number. Okay, we'll say secret number is equal to random. Okay, we have imported this random function, right? Random dot rand int. Okay, random dot rand int. So this rand int function will take the starting point, which is 1, and the 100. Okay, so it will give you one random number between 1 and 100. Okay, so that's how you write like this. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to allow the user to keep guessing the right number until the number becomes true. So for that we need while loop, right? We need while loop. While true, okay, while true, we will say try. Now in this try block, we will try to guess the number. Okay. Now if the user enters anything other than the number, we should we should throw him an error, maybe a value error. Okay. So here I'll say guess. Okay. So I'm guessing right now. So the guess will be, we are taking a number. Okay. So it should be converted into integer, right? So input, enter your guess. Okay, enter your guess. We are taking the user input. Let's write it like this. Take user input. Okay, take user input. All right. So we have generated the random number, and we have taken the user input, and we have converted that number, I mean that value, into integer. Okay, if the user tries to enter something other than the number, maybe if he tries to write something, maybe his name, then he should get the value error. All right, so let's say if the guessed number by the user is less than secret number. Okay, less than secret number. You see, if you want, you can print the secret number like this. If okay, so secret number, it will actually show you the secret number. We can simply say like this. I don't see any point in printing the secret number. but still, like if you're debugging, then you can simply check your code. Okay, so if the guess is less than secret number, then we want to give him the give him the hint, right? So that will be too low, try again. Okay, too low, try again. Now again, we will put another if condition, which will be elif guess is greater than secret number, then we will print another hint, which is maybe we'll say hint. Okay, so this will also be hint too high. Okay, too high, try again. Okay, so in the else case, print, maybe we will say congratulations, you guessed the number, you guessed the right number in 0 or 1 attempt. Now let me talk more about that attempts also. So once the user has guessed the right number, then our program should break from there. Okay, so he should just come out of the program. Okay, so maybe we'll say exit the loop when the correct number is guessed. Perfect. So you see something here, right? So I have written 1 here. So this should be dynamic. So this is actually a number of guesses the user took. Okay, so how to make it dynamic? So anytime he tries to guess a number, that will be considered as 1 attempt. Okay, so if he keep on guessing, that means we will keep on increasing the attempts. Okay, so initially the attempt will be 0. Okay, initially the attempts will be 0. Okay, now this attempt will become 1, or this attempt will increase when the user guesses some number. Okay, so if he put something here, if he put 1 number or 2 number, so that will be considered as an attempt, right? So that means we will say attempts is equal to attempts plus 1. So what this is doing here is, currently the attempt is 0 for the first time, and once he guesses some number, so it will be 0 plus 1, and the 0 plus 1 will be stored inside the attempts. Now this time in the next loop, this attempts will become 1. Okay, this is 0 plus 1, right? So that is 1, and then 1 will be stored in the attempts. So now the attempt is 1. Okay, now next time he tries to enter another number, currently attempt 1 is already there, so it will be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, 2 will be stored. So similarly, when he tries to attempt for the third time, existing attempts are 2 plus third time it is 1 more. We will add 1 more, and the attempts will be 3. Okay, so this will be, instead of saying 1, we will say attempts. Okay, so this is dynamic now. Okay, one more quick tip I want to give you. Instead of writing like this, attempts equal to attempts plus 1, you can make it shorter by saying attempts plus equals 1. Okay, attempts plus equals 1. So this attempts plus equals 1 means attempts is equal to attempts plus 1. Okay, we usually write like this. Perfect. Okay, so try block is done. Now except block. Okay, except block. In the except, we will handle the value error. Why we are handling the value error is because you see this input function returns the string. Okay, so this means when our program asks enter your guess, the user can also write ABCD, right? So that should not happen. Okay, so it should be a number. So that's why we are we are converting it to integer, right? But if somehow user tries to enter ABCD, then that will be value error. Okay, in that case we will we will raise the error, which is invalid input. Okay, invalid input, please enter a number. Perfect. So this is our game and we want to run this game, right? So how to run the game? Run the game. So how to run the game? It is just by, just by calling the function. So what is our function name? It is number guessing game. It's a function. Just put the parenthesis, done. Now this should be running. Let's say Python 3. What is our file name? It is num underscore guessing underscore game dot py. Okay, so I'll simply run this game. And okay, so it is saying welcome to the number guessing game. Computer is saying I have selected a number between 1 and 100. Try to guess it. So this is okay, this is actually a secret number. This should not be printed like this, but anyway, I just wanted to see what is the number, right? So let's enter. Maybe the correct number is 73, but I'll say 50. And the hint, it is saying too low. Try again. I will again say 60. Okay, too low. And 80. Okay, it is too high. You see, I have guessed the three times, right? 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, let me try to guess the correct number, 73. Okay, perfect. And you can see four times I guessed, and congratulations, you guessed the right number in 4 attempts, right? So this is how you can make such logics. Okay, now I have a challenge for you. Let's put a limit to attempts. Okay, so this means the user can only attempt 3 times or 5 times. Okay, whatever it is. What I want you to do is modify this code in such a way that if the user guesses more than 5 times, the game should give the error. Maybe that says you have used all the maximum attempts. The correct number was 73 or something else. Okay, so this is your challenge. Maybe consider this as your assignment. Okay, so the solution to this assignment will be in the next lesson, but try to do it yourself. Okay, so if you need help, you can see the next lesson. Okay, thank you.